Hello, my name is Sammy. I am a certified prenatal and postnatal yoga teacher, and today I'll be taking you through a short sequence for lower back pain, which is of course very common during pregnancy. So we're just going to be loosening up the hip and pelvis area, which is going to help with the lower back pain and just getting a little bit of relaxation, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to get straight to it. So we're going to begin by coming into child's pose. So, hi. Hello, my name is Sammy. I'm a certified prenatal and postnatal yoga teacher. And today I'll be taking you through a short sequence for lower back pain, which is of course very common during pregnancy. So we're going to be focusing on loosening up the lower back, the hips and pelvis area, which is going to help with the pain. So if you have a couple of blocks at home, if you don't have blocks, you can use books or something, and a pillow and a cushion for the end of the sequence. So we're always going to have our blocks by our sides because at any point we might want to use them as extensions for our hands if we need a bit more space in our belly area to have space for baby. So we're going to get straight to it. We'll begin in child's pose. We're going to bring the toes are going to be touching and our knees are as wide as the width of our mat. We're going to slowly walk our hands forward, and if you're slightly in the later stages of your pregnancy, you might want to use blocks for your arms to rest on. If not, you can be all the way down with your head all the way down. Stretch your arms out. And let's just begin to connect with the breath. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And just becoming aware that each breath you take, you're breathing for you and your baby. And just breathing in. Maybe sending a message down to your baby, letting them know that they are safe, that they are loved. Lovely, and then slowly we're going to push our hands into the mat, slide them back underneath our shoulders, and we're going to come into a tabletop position. And we'll begin with some cat and cows to warm up our spine. So making sure our hands are stacked underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. If you're in the later stages of your pregnancy and you feel like there's a separation in your belly, you're not going to be coming into curving the spine all the way at the bottom and dipping the belly. You can keep the pelvis neutral and just lift the chest and heart. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart forward. Drop your belly if your belly's okay. And then exhale, hug your baby in and up. Tuck your chin into your chest and push the ground away with your hands. Inhale, lower back down, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, turn back in. One last time. Inhale to rise. Keeping that lower spine, that pelvis neutral if you need to. Exhale, lower back down. And then inhale, come to a neutral spine. Making sure we're still nice and aligned. Arms are strong, pressing the ground into your hands. Pelvis is neutral. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg and the left arm, hugging your baby in and up, stretching your arm and leg in opposite direction. Imagine there's a rope pulling your arm and leg in opposite directions. Breathing here, deep breaths. And then exhale, slowly lower back down. And then we come to the other side. Inhale, left leg and right arm, stretching in opposite directions. Hold here, hugging your baby in and up, breathing into your chest, face is soft. Exhale it down. And then we're just going to make some hip circles. So as we exhale, we're going to draw our hips towards our heels, circling forward as we inhale. Exhale, pushing back onto our heels. Inhale, coming as far as you can or as you feel is good for you. Exhale, drawing all the way back. If you're in the early stages of your pregnancy, you can probably come back more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then let's change directions. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more time, really feeling that connection with your body and breath, feeling that opening up in your hips, and lovely, coming back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to tuck the toes and we're going to roll back into downward facing dog. Now we're just going to walk the dog out one by one. So first of all, just let's check, pressing our fingertips are spread, pressing our arms away from the ground, and then you can micro bend the knees and draw your tailbone back slightly. And just shake out your head, make sure you're not holding any tension here. So we're going to be hugging your baby in and up and drawing up your pelvic floor, breathing here for a few breaths, and then you can walk out your dog, walking one leg out at a time if this feels good for you. Or you can sway your hips from side to side, so getting a little bit of stretch through the side body, whatever feels good for you today. And then you can either drop the knees and step the leg forward, or you can inhale, reach the right leg up, exhale, step the right leg through, making sure you've got space for your belly, space for your baby, and drop that back foot down, untuck the toes. Inhale, we're going to circle the arms up, coming into a low lunge, sorry. And then we're going to exhale, lower down, flex that front foot, fold forward over that front leg. And here you can use your blocks if you need to come a bit higher to have space for your belly. We don't want to be compressing, we want to be expanding during pregnancy. So just wherever you are today, inhale, reach up, exhale, back down. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, lower. Inhale, stretch up, cross the thumbs over each other, hold here for a few deep breaths. And then exhale, lower back down, flex that foot towards your face, bend your elbows on blocks if you need to. Lovely. And then we're going to inhale, reach back up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Now we're going to turn that, I'm just going to turn the other way so that you can see what I'm doing. You stay where you are. So we're going to turn that left leg, so to pivot that left foot all the way around to your right side, stretch that right leg out in front of you. And then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, that right foot can be turned in. Exhale, reach your arms over to the right side, feel that beautiful stretch through the left side body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand down, reach the right arm up and over, feel that stretch through the right side body. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can raise that right leg up, or you can keep the foot on the ground. Stretching the arm and leg in opposite directions, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Now you're going to draw that right leg in again, so you come to a bent knee. Place your right hand on the inside edge of your right knee and bring your left hand to your left hip. Look over to the left side, opening up those inner thighs and that pelvis. Breathe deeply here. Lovely. And then we're going to come into like a modified humble warrior. So we're going to reach the arms up, inhale. We're going to exhale, fold forward, stretch it out in front of us. We're at about 2 o'clock. If our foot is 12 o'clock, sorry, we are at about 10 o'clock. Feeling that lovely stretch, keeping that chest nice and open. Let your belly hang down, but drawing up your pelvic floor and hugging your baby in. If you're in the earlier stages of your pregnancy, you can come up into the full humble warrior, so you can slide that left leg out and push the ground away from you. So coming into a full humble warrior. If you're feeling strong, it's up to you. Lovely, and then slowly dropping back down if you were in the full version of it. And then inhale, we're going to slide our hands back up and round and down. And then turning round to the front, pivoting on your back foot, bringing your hands down to the mat, stepping that right leg back in our tabletop position. I'm just going to turn the other way. You stay where you are again, just so you can see what I'm doing. Let's just take a couple of more cat and cows here. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, roll back in. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, lovely. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to tuck those toes and roll back into our downward facing dog again. Take a deep breath here. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet and just let our body hang down into a nice deep forward fold. Our feet can be wider than hip distance if we need more space for our belly. And we can just grab onto our elbows, sway from side to side a little bit, let the head hang loose. Lovely. And then slowly we can inhale, coming up, reaching the arms up, or if we need to push it on our knees for support, we can inhale, push up with our hands, and then reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, draw the hands down the center line, fold forward again. And we're going to walk the hands back out into downward facing dog. Come back into our downward facing dog. And then inhale, reach that left leg up if you want to. Exhale, step the leg through, or just step it through if that's better for you. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Now we're going to reach, inhale, circle the arms up, coming up into low lunge on the other side now. Exhale, fold over that left leg, flex that foot towards the face. Use the blocks if you need to. Inhale, coming up into low lunge. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up, hold here. Cross the thumbs over each other. Stretch up out of the crown of the head, out of the waist, making space for your baby to grow. And then exhale, fold forward. Flex that foot towards your face, using your blocks if you need to, either on the medium height, the lower height, or the highest height, whatever's working for you, where you are today. A few more deep breaths here. And then inhale to rise, bending into that front leg again. Exhale, drop the hands down. Pivot that right foot towards the back of the room. And then straighten that left leg out in front of you. Draw the foot towards the front. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand comes over to the left side. Right arm comes up over your head. Look up towards your right palm. Feel that stretch all through the right side body. Beautiful. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Left hand comes all the way over your head, palm facing down, looking up over towards your left palm. And again, if you want to raise that left leg up for a little bit of extra, you can, or keep it on the ground. It's up to you. Always listen to what you need, what your body needs right now. Inhale, come up to rise. Exhale, drop the hands down. We're going to bend that on that left knee again, turning the knee out, so the legs at a 90-degree angle. Bring that left hand to the inside of the left leg and push it out. Right hand comes to right hip. Look over to the right side and breathe. And then we're slowly going to look back to the front. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, reaching over to the left side, coming into our humble warrior. Stretch out in front of us at a diagonal. Feeling a lovely release in the pelvis, the hips are opening, the lower back is releasing. And then if you want the extra, you can turn that right foot all the way around to the back of your mat and push into the ground, coming up into our full humble warrior. Lovely, and then dropping that knee down if you were in the full version and turning the foot back up. Sliding the hands back, inhale, circle up. Exhale, draw the hands down the center line. Let's turn towards the front of the mat, turn that back foot back, drop the hands down, step back, coming into our tabletop version, and then we're going to come on to our backs. So let's just slide our hands back, coming into hero pose for a moment, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders rolled back, crown of the head to the sky. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then we're going to set up for reclining. So we're going to bring the one block at the top of our mat to the highest height. And about a foot away from that, we bring our next block to the medium height. And then we place our pillow on top. So our bottom is going to be just resting at the bottom of the pillow, and the pillow is going all the way up to the top of the mat. And then if you need an extra pillow for your head, you might want an extra one here or here, depending on how big your pillows are. So just set yourself, take a little bit of time to set yourself up and make sure you are comfortable. If you are 20 weeks and over, you want to be on an incline always, because you don't want to be putting too much pressure on your abdominals. If you're under 20 weeks, you can be right on your back if that's comfortable for you. So we're going to slowly just find our comfortable position, lying back on our cushions. And then just open the palms up, spread the arms away from you. Take a big inhale. Feet are touching the ground and at hip distance, parallel to each other. Exhale, drop your knees over to the left side. You should be able to feel that nice stretch all through the right side hip. So we're not doing deep twists during pregnancy, but this is a really nice hip stretch and opener. If you're right on the ground, you can cactus your arms up as well to get more opening of the chest. And then inhale, come up to center. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right side. Inhale, come back up to center, and then we're going to finish with a reclined wide angle pose. So we just drop the knees out and bring the soles of the feet together. You can place your hands on your belly here if you wish, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just again connecting in with your breath, connecting in with your baby, breathing deep belly breaths. And then just breathing a grounding breath here. We can breathe in for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a few more rounds. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4, 8. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a few more rounds like this. And slowly releasing our hands down to the sides, palms facing forward. Stretch your legs out wide, let your feet flop open, and we just come into our final Shavasana. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. With each inhale, feeling a sense of opening and expanding. And with each exhale, feeling a sense of release. And we can stay in Shavasana for as long as we need to. This is such a good place to be, to absorb all the benefits for the work you've just done. So you can stay here for as long as you need to, or if you want to finish with me, bend your knees. So the soles of your feet are on the ground, roll over to your left hand side, make a little pillow for your head to rest on. And then in your own time, slowly push yourself up, keeping your eyes closed, coming to a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Use your cushion or your block to sit on if you wish, placing your hands on top of your knees. And then we just draw our hands up to our heart center in Anjali Mudra in prayer, bowing our heads down. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope it helped you. And thank yourself for taking time for you to do this today. Namaste.